There once was a time on the internet where a lot of people aspired to be game developers, and people still do, but there's an era bygone, and that is the era of Flash games. Flash games were a type of game that mainly focused on utilizing the Adobe Flash software to make an interactive experience. Typically, these games could be, for lack of a better term, a ripoff of an existing game. But I personally prefer port reimagining. Good examples of this are there are plenty of games based on Super Nintendo games. But there's quite a few Flash series that are personally close to my heart. And I've been wanting to cover a lot of them on the channel because a lot of them have gotten actual remasters because the company or the people involved have gone into a more professional setting. I know I don't normally do forwards to Let's Plays, and it's kind of weird, but this Let's Play is a little weird because this is more of the beginning of a Let's Play of a series of games rather than the game itself, since I plan to pretty much cover most of the games on their own, with the exception of maybe one series. Or one game in the series. But this game is a series, or this series is a series of games personally close to my heart, known as the Henry Stickmin collection. I'm gonna go ahead and put actually, I'm not gonna put it in full screen. I'm kind of playing this off the cuff, mainly because there was a Let's Play I was thinking about publishing right now, but I just don't think it's ready and needs more time in the oven before I do it, mainly because of how I recorded it being very annoying. Now, the Henry Stickmin series is a series of 6 point-and-click adventure games. And they've gotten a lot of notoriety on the channel, or not on the channel, but on YouTube. And I think that it's my turn to try and play. Starting with the first one, the prologue, known as Breaking the Bank. The main gameplay here involves you getting a series of options of different tools to use. And you must select one to see what happens. Really, this game is more of a series of playable cutscenes, though later games, I think, add more gameplay, but, you know, we'll see what it is. So let's try the teleporter. And that's a fail. Anyway, here we can access things like the ACH, which includes getting all the fails, getting all the bios, completing the game, and something else. That was my phone going off. But this is a mechanic these are mechanics that are exclusive to specifically the Henry Stickmin collection. I don't know if you could still play the Flash game. Oh. Sorry about that. I had a YouTube short start playing on my phone. I must have had that before I woke up. To unlock a bio, you right-click a character when you see them. I won't be showing off getting every single bio because there's a lot. But I will say that I will show off every bio in a bonus video. So here we have Henry Stickmin, the main character. He's short on cash, so it's time to get some, not to be confused with Henry Stickman. Anyway, so we know the teleporter won't work, so let's try shovel. All right, never dig straight down. Explosive. Jesus. Handle with care. All right. To be fair, I'm also playing this game blind for you guys, so that way everything isn't fresh in my head. I've only ever played like 2 of the games in the series, but I did watch the rest of them. Laser? All right. Wrecking ball. There's no construction scheduled for today. Really quick. I'll click that guy. So let's try this disguise.
Eh? How did we lose one? I think we should throw it in the back, just to be safe. You ever wonder why there's a bank out here? Well, I think it's supposed to be like more of a vault, you know? Oh, that makes sense.
All right. I think there's also more cutscenes in this version of the game.
Freeze! Don't move!
Anyway, that's actually it. So the first game wasn't very long, and these get longer with time. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Anyway, we did get all these bios. So we have Chad Hansen, fresh out of college, guarding a bank. Sounds awesome. Unfortunately, this job happens to be in the middle of nowhere. Philly Collin. Philly's been working as a guard at this bank vault for 5 years now. He loves the badass look of the uniform. Ted McAdams, the driver of the bank truck. He and Winston have been partners for many years. Ted has always been the driver. Winston Davis. He always rides shotgun in the bank truck. He prefers looking at the scenery rather than focusing on the road. There is one more achievement being Chirp Chirp. I actually don't know how to get that. Okay, I see how we do it. So we need to click the explosives. No, wait, no, it's not that. Sorry. It's the shovel. If you click that, if you click the car that's going off, you can stop it. Why are these in two different fonts? That's very weird. Achievements. Anyway, that's all of the achievements for breaking the bank. Anyways, since we're done with the actual gameplay portion for this video, I'm going to proceed to talk about more of the history of this game. So this game was originally made by a group called Puffballs United, and then, which I believe would then become Innersloth, which would work on games like Among Us. And in Among Us, there's actually a level that's based on these games, being the airship. Yeah, so Puffballs United is a singular person who's known as Marcus Bromander. Is that really his name? But he co-founded Innersloth in 2018 with Among Us, which then would get more popular in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, where it kind of just got discovered by a fair amount of people. So this game was made by him, and then Innersloth together focused their resources on remastering this game in the anthology. Anyway, I've dragged this on long enough. This is about as far as I can actually get more content out of. For this first episode. I'm only doing one game per episode up until the last game, because the last game has many multiple routes, which I'll be doing probably a singular route per video on that one. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if each of the videos will actually come out one after another. I'm kind of debating how to do, like, label these. I'll probably just call it Breaking the Bank. And then, like, Let's Play the Henry Stickmin collection. And then in the description, I'll get more into it. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have to say. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. You should also subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notifications. You should check out the links in the description. There's a link to my Blue Sky social media page. There's a link to my social media pages, where I post updates, thoughts, and announcements and stuff. There's also a link to my Ko-Fi page, where for $3 a month you can become a monthly supporter and get access to videos early. These can include future Let's Plays, but also specials. So additionally, there's a link to my Ko-Fi, or not my Ko-Fi page, my Twitch page, where I live stream occasionally. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.